Hi everyone, welcome back. If you pick the APOPHYLLITE, this is your pile. Today I'm going to be exploring what your person has to say to you through the cards. And I'm using a tarot deck, some moon cards, and some astrology cards. I'm going to start with your tarot reading first. I'm going to shuffle them. Okay, pile number one. Let's see what your person wants to say to you. I think the first thing that this person will tell you is that they find that the situation is complicated. They see things in you that they really like, but I feel like their circumstances don't let them. In other words, they are kind of like a slave to their circumstances. They feel restrained and they feel like they don't know exactly what to do about things, like they stay stuck in the circle. But it's not only with you. I feel like this would be more of like a general feeling towards life in general. They might feel like they are stuck in many ways about many different things, but the difference with you is that they find that you have some things that they wish they could explore in freedom. They wish they could get to know in freedom without that meaning that it will have some consequences in other areas of their life, which if they connected to you right now, it would. So they feel very stuck. And even though there are parts of the situation that are very that are like kind of like calling this person towards you, they feel like they can't explore you without there being consequences to the rest of their life or some parts of their life. And that if they let this happen, it could have some, they think that if they let that happen, that a lot of their world would fall apart, and it kind of scares them to see their life change in ways that they can't predict. And you represent this, but there are many other things in life that represent this for this person. It could be even like a small change, that clearly they're not a great fan of change. So yeah, it connecting or exploring things, they think that it could be detrimental for other areas of their life, and they're scared of this. It does not mean that that would happen, but in their mind, that's their fear. Even though they innately like you. The Ace of Swords in reverse. This person is saying that they think a lot about you. I feel like they don't talk to a lot of people about their stuff in general in life. So I feel like their thoughts don't develop. So this person, I think, this is my observation, but what they would say is my mind is like full of thoughts of you. My mind is always exploring thoughts of you. And yet I don't act upon it. And yet I show the exact opposite. I'm hiding from myself, and I'm hiding my light. Jeez. Oh, that was intense. I could really feel that. It's weird because I don't, like, as a reader, this is someone that is very, like, in a very secret place. They occupy a very secret place in the world. However, I don't see them, like, suffering tremendously about this. It's like their suffering is not like hurting. Their suffer when they suffer about things, they think about them a lot. When they lack peace in something, they think about it a lot. And I think now that they saw that they're thinking about you a lot, they might think that that's a bad thing. I feel like this person feels like the world is full of, like, things to be careful of, things to be aware of. So they live super, like, I don't know if isolated is the word, but they live in, like they don't act upon much in their lives. This is the vibe I get. So this person would also say, I have no direction. I don't know where I'm going. It's been way too long since I last followed the right path for myself. I'm stuck in something and I don't know how to get out of it. Yeah, I feel like this person is trapped in something. It will be different things for different people, no, but feels like something, obviously with the double repeating itself, and then you've got like an infinite symbol here, and daggers represent direction. That's why I was getting like that this person like has no direction, like their direction is, there's a blockage in the way their life flows for some reason. The Fool. Wow. I'm just looking at the Devil and the Fool. Like, this person, I was going to say as if it was this person. It's just a bit easier sometimes to like read the cards as if you were feeling them. I think if this person could tell you something, it would be, with the Fool card, it would be, I dream often about how things would be if I was not in the situation that I am. I try to pretend this problem is not there, and I've just carried this out for a long, long time, and it feels better when I pretend that my problems are not there. So this person, I feel like this person would, they're kind of avoidant, maybe. I think they could seem avoidant. I also want to, if this person was saying something to you, would be, I feel like if this, if I could, just sometimes I imagine I jump out of things bravely and that everything would go well. And I enjoy that thought, but I know, or I'm scared that it might not be that way. And there are a lot of factors in my surroundings that made me think that if I lived in the ways that made me happy, that my surroundings are not ready to see my light. And I'd rather not know. I'd rather not know that my surroundings wouldn't be accepting of how I am and who I am and of my dreams. I feel like this person has a lot of like dreams and good things happen like that they would like, but it's like they look at their surroundings and I feel like their surroundings have not been very supportive of their dreams and like, yeah, there's not like, I don't feel like a force. There's like some low energy. So I feel like this person maybe has not been very supported through their dreams and projects, or heard, or they don't talk a lot with others. It must be like a combination of a few events that have made this person kind of live in a bit of like two faces, maybe one for the public and one in secret, you know. There's like a part of this person that's quite hermit-like, and there's another part of this person that, you know, when they get out and they talk to people, they feel good, but they know that they might be lying about how their life is. And they get maybe like praise, or they connect with people, they talk to people, but they connect to people through sometimes an inaccurate like depiction of reality, you know. But I feel like it's only because they're not like lying, they're just like they rather focus on the good, because the bad is just really, really difficult to process, and to protect themselves and to at least try to be happy, they have to like not like avoid the problem. That's how they deal with it, I feel. I'll get a couple more cards. I have, this person would say to you that they have secrets, they have hidden feelings, hidden thoughts about things, that they are much more than what they seem, that they're like more powerful than they seem. They also feel like I also feel like this person has a lot of responsibilities. They like have a lot of knowledge about certain subjects, but they don't show to the public how much they know about certain things. This person would say to you, as much as I try to get past certain things that have happened between us, I keep looking back and knowing that I am exploring a world that's very interesting and big, and it allows me to explore the world. I keep looking back at how my life would feel if I lived it more authentically and not in secret like I do. If I didn't keep my mind to myself, if I just tried to shine a little bit more and live my authentic self, how would that be? And there's a part of me that tells me that it would be amazing, but I just don't know how even to get there. I am surrounded by a lot of people that have no direction and are stuck in the 3D, and I don't know how you truly don't care about things. I have always lived with responsibility and power in my hands, and I just don't know how to follow my light and to embrace who I really am, what I really think, who I want to be. Wow, that's that's intense, part one. This person, I think this person's very smart as well. They're very aware of the things that they do, you know. They're very, I feel like this person is very like systems, like they have worked in companies, or like they understand how they're part of a bigger company, or they have been part of something that's quite big, you know. They have been part of like institutions, or they occupy roles in places with other people, you know, where people have different charges, you know, different levels, stuff like that. Or they're very good at it. Like their personality feels like that. Like they like to strategize a lot as well. And that things have a shape, and it also feels like this person is not surrounded by a lot of happy people. I also feel they have a very big internal world that they navigate a lot on their own. I feel they might talk to a lot of people, but I don't think there's many people that know them 100%. Even people that have known them for a long time. I'm gonna get some astrology cards. You got Aries. Oh, geez. Gemini. I was feeling this from this person, that there were some like kind of like changing vibes, you know, like I wouldn't say hot and cold, but I would say that their feelings fluctuate a lot. I think they use logic to navigate things a lot because they are so intense, because they are actually too much for even themselves. But I feel like this person struggles. It's not like imposter syndrome, but it's like they always have to be thinking if they're doing the right thing or the wrong thing. Maybe that's been part of their jobs, or for some reason they've had to assess a lot in their lives. You know, maybe they've had to be independent from a young age or something, but this person is always questioning themselves. You know, I feel like sometimes they forget they have a solid core like everyone else. They think that, I think they are around people that maybe are a bit moody, or they're around people that might not be very like spiritual, you know, people that I don't feel like this person, I feel like they have a core that is spiritual, but I don't feel they have a lot of people around them that are like truly spiritual and connect with them, not only through knowledge, but also through the spirit, you know. I mean, this person might struggle without themselves. That's why they might struggle to find it. So with Aries and Gemini, even though they're both quite strong signs to me, they are different, but this person might be quite, I feel like they're self-centered, to be fair. Like they think a lot about how things will have a consequence for themselves, how their world's going to change. They struggle a lot to think about the other person sometimes. Even though I don't feel they're a bad person, they just don't have a lot of practice and like understanding be generous, I feel, and how to like be more more compassionate with other people somehow. I don't think they've received a lot of compassion themselves throughout their lives, so they struggle to give that to others. And I'm gonna get some moon cards. They have a little bit of like advice on them. I won't take them because I haven't even shuffled. Moon in Aries. Oh my god. That's cool. I like it when that happens. Remain sensitive to others to avoid confrontation. That's what the card says. Yeah, I feel like this person butts heads with a lot of people. I don't feel like they enjoy it, but they almost like have grown up with people that are super stubborn, you know. I feel like someone's successful here, but and they do have like a core of beauty. Like you can see like this fold just stands out here in this kind of like dark space. They have a core that shines. I'm gonna get another card. Moon in Libra, air sign again. It says avoid making serious decisions and instead focus on creating harmony within your relationships. Yeah, this person I think lacks that. I think if they could say something to you, like, because I just see like a lot of headbutting. They might have done this with you as well. They might have you might not have been like headbutting with them, but it's just like they headbutt themselves. Like they just argue with themselves almost, because there's always like, I feel like it's a person that's around like a lot of strong personalities, so a lot of like debate, exchange of opinions, and like, it's like yeah, I feel someone that's like having to prove something all the time, and it's exhausting, but it's like they don't know any better. If this person could tell you something with these cards that I've got here, they would say, I don't know how to create harmony. I don't know what it is to not have to fight just for being there. I've always had to I've always proved things to myself. My opinion of myself is very important for me, and if I don't feel like I'm doing something well, then I punish myself for this. And I know that sometimes I get very immersed in my own thoughts, and I know that you are so kind and you're such a good listener, and I know I'm not. And I can't change this, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to get through life. I just feel like my life's really tough, and I don't even know how to treat you sometimes. But I know that you see things in the world that I don't. You see the world from a perspective that I don't have any idea about. You just seem like you glide through obstacles and maintain your beauty and stay good while I just get, like, my outside just gets tougher and tougher, and I just don't see the world in the same way you do, and I struggle to understand you. But deep, 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 deep inside, if my life had been easier and more filled with more goodness and delicacy, I know that I would understand you. This person, getting out a bit of the channeling, I feel like this person finds you like very beautiful, like very like you have a lot of like this yin energy, you know, like, and they have like the opposite. Well, they have yang. I was gonna say, and they have the opposite, and I was like, oh, that's yang. But yeah, like this person is the opposite, you know, that's why you pull each other. But um I feel like you are capable of learning about this person and their circumstances. I feel like you can learn more about them than them about you. Like they just are. I feel like this person is very like in the present and resolving things, and they just don't connect with this realm of the 3D where you dream, where you kind of like find a light to guide you through the tunnel, you know? They just do things. That's how they feel. So that's all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for joining me once again. I hope to see you soon when I upload another video. Please leave a comment if you want to share your story. I would love to know what your reason to watch my videos is, why you're here, or if you just want to share feedback or vibes, anything is welcome. So thank you so much and take care. Bye-bye. How pile number 2, if you pick the rose quartz, this is your pile. Today I'm going to be exploring what your person has to say to you through the cards. I'm going to use a tarot deck, moon cards, and astrology cards. So let's get going with your reading. I have to say the previous reading was quite intense, so yeah, I will be channeling like directly and like speaking like in first person at times, just because it helps me channel a little bit, you know, to connect more with your person, you know, from a more compassionate, real way. You know, sometimes when you look at the cards and you describe someone, it can look very black and white, and nothing is really like that. So yeah, let's get going. Okay, pile number 1. Let's see. Nine of Pentacles is your first card. So what this person would say to you would be, you make me feel good. You make me feel good about myself. You make me feel like I'm worthy of things, like I'm high value, like I am $1 million. You make me feel like life can look good at times. And you make me giggle as well. I feel sorry, I feel this person's super giggly as well. So yeah, this person would say to you that you make them smile as well. And you have definitely made things better for them, and you have definitely made them feel better about themselves too. I sometimes I am used to getting away with what I want, and I like receiving attention as well. I think I am fixated on you, and I look at your profiles on social media. I look at pictures of you, but I also hope that you're doing the same about me. So to me, as a reader, it feels like this person wants to kind of, they want to, be admired. I feel they want your attention. They want you to look at them. But I feel like this person does the same to you, and this makes them feel a little bit vulnerable. So they hope that you do the same for them, but they might not be very revealing in the way that they kind of put their attention on you. So I feel like one of the parties here is getting more attention than the other on the surface. I just feel like you have the same motives, the same intentions, but you might show them differently. I also feel like in this case, one of you might have received like too much attention as a child or something like that, and the other one might not. I feel two people with good hearts, and I feel like one is really excited to give the other one attention, and I feel like the other one gives the other one attention, but it makes them scared that they're doing that, because it obviously liking someone is putting yourself in a vulnerable position. And I feel like for this person or for you, liking someone might be a scarier process than for the other one. But I do feel like you're definitely both giving each other, like you're both thinking about each other in a very similar way. I feel like one of you is like quirkier than the other, almost. I feel like sometimes there might also be a small age gap, but a gap. You get what I mean? It's like not like a huge gap, but I feel like there's an age difference for some of you as well, that or if it's not age difference, I feel like one of you is more healed than the other one. One of you lives in less fear than the other one. There's like a difference, like a significant energetic difference between you, and it could be only energetic or like mental, or it could be an actual like age gap, or a significant cultural difference as well. Whoa. Okay. on first. This person would say that they feel like they want to, whoever is like a bit more scared of this relationship, that person is saying, I want to open up. It will take me a while. It might take me longer than you. I want to open up. But I'm scared because I've been hurt. I've been lied to. And I don't feel like, I don't feel beautiful. I don't feel like anyone would like me for who I am. Why would they? But I know that thinking like this is not balanced, and that not because I think that it means that someone else would think the same of me. I have always lived a life that's very different from everyone else, seen things from very different perspectives. And when I look at you, I just feel like we are so different, but I still have feelings for you. And I want to find out what this is about. It would just take me time. It will take me a few hiccups. It will seem like I'm hot and cold sometimes. It will feel like nothing's moving forward, but I do want it to. I just hope that you can see my depth. And I hope that you have depth. So I feel like in this dynamic, there's a person that's like, maybe like more extroverted than the other one, or like more outgoing than the other one. And the one that isn't, if this is your case, is thinking like, gosh, I hope that like we can connect deeply. I hope that you're not playing games. I hope that this is serious. I feel like someone here is overcomplicating things. And someone here is just hurt, and someone in this dynamic might have like a negative self-image, or they might feel a little bit bad about themselves. They really want to make things work. They just hope that you will be able to dive as deep as them. Or maybe if you are the other party, you might hope that this person wants to dive as deep as you into this adventure. And by that, I don't mean only in the relationship, but I feel like one of you has an expectation of the other one of wanting to like explore life and gather a lot of knowledge and gather a lot of gather a lot of wisdom. That's the word, wisdom. And one of you seems just more on the surface. And one of you is scared that things might be out of balance. But I just think it's a good combination. Because it can happen that you get too serious as well, or that your person gets too serious. And if you're like that lighter vibe, or if they are, it works out for both of them, because you both need to maybe like balance that energy out. So it's a good combination. I will get going with some astrology cards. I think this person thinks that if things work, it would be pretty cool and wild. But there's some conflict in communication here as well. There are fears involved. And there's a bit of like divine timing. Maybe things are not happening right now, but You still think of each other and have feelings and look at each other or feel each other, ruminate, It's just that I don't feel the time is right now. But I also feel like fears could delay this, or communication problems, or fear of opening up as well. But this is part of your journey. This is part of the learning with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The wheel is reversed. The wheel is going backwards. In this reading, it feels sometimes the wheel appears and it will talk about certain circumstances, and the Wheel of Fortune will appear and things will happen and there will be nothing that you can do about it. That's how it feels, the wheel, to me. But in here, the way I interpret it, because both these cards are reversed, it affects the spin of the wheel as well. So I feel like as you heal, the wheel will turn the opposite way, which is like in a better way. But I feel there are certain things to heal in this situation still, and enjoy the journey, enjoy the learning, enjoy the wisdom that you're gathering. I think it's only making you more beautiful, and it's making you it's creating a more refined version of who you both are. I'll get some astrology cards. Gemini and Aries. Oh my god. These were in pile number 1 as well. But just... Okay. I feel like one of you here, I feel like you both have areas where you have some sort of fear. It's just in different areas. At first I thought, there's one person that feels more scared than the other, but you both have your wounds, and they're in different areas as well. I feel like both of you are quite smart, but I feel like one of you has learned to defend themselves with intellect, and the other one has learned to defend themselves in a more action-oriented way, But sometimes they might not think about the consequences of their actions as much. And the person that is more like mental, like as in the person that's more in their heads and that they think a lot and more intellectual. Not intellectual. The word's not intellectual. There is someone here that like reflects more on things and that is more capable of thinking before they act. And I feel like this person needs to act more in life, and the other person needs to think more, before acting. You see? So there's like healing that you both need to do in these areas. And you are like the perfect teacher for each other in that way, I just feel like there's still some healing to do before things bloom. I will get... Well, first I'm going to channel a little bit. Direct message. I feel like we are so similar in certain ways and so different in the way we act. I feel like we are more similar than we think. But we do have different passions. Different things motivate us, but I also think we have a lot of things that we have in common. And we need to find out and discuss more of the things that we have in common. both of us have had to get through environments that have been testing of our abilities and who we are and our spirits. And we've learned to defend ourselves in different ways. But at the end of the day, we've both been defending ourselves, and we need to stop doing this with each other. We need to talk more about the things that we have in common to guide us so we can hopefully come closer to each other. It's nice. That's very sweet. I'll get 2 cards from my Moon Oracle. Whoa. You got the Cow. A new beginning or even a new life may be blooming. Dark Moon. Spend time in contemplation and meditation in order to seek greater understanding of yourself and those around you. So in here, I feel like, I'll just move this up a little bit. I feel like for this person here, that's more like, that has more air energy, more thinking, less acting, thinking a lot about what they do, why they do it, stuff like that. There's a lot commencing probably in the life of this person, and this must be quite stressful. And sometimes the stress of those situations might reflect in fear for other things. I also feel like, as I said, there's a divine timing issue here where things are forming, but they're not quite formed. And with this moon totem, with the cow talking about new beginnings, this, it might feel quite like what you want with this person is still developing. And I feel like maybe one of you is starting to study as well, or they're moving, something like that. Like someone's making like a big change and it's affecting many areas of their life. With a new life, a new life means many different changes, happening all at once. So that can be quite heavy. And I think it's time for this person to reach out, and it's time for the fiery person to meditate more, to think more. So what the energy that they put out there with their actions is more effective and more in congruence with who they are and what they want. I feel like this person has a lot of energy, this fiery energy that's more like outgoing or more like of a doer. They need to aim more accurately. They need to give a sharper direction to what they want, because they have so much energy, but if they don't aim it correctly or strategically, it just gets out there. You waste like a lot of energy. You might reach your goal, but also having wasted a lot of energy when, if you focus that, you could get to a higher goal. So I feel like one of you guys previously in your life has lacked a sense of direction. And now this is becoming clearer for both of you. Maybe both lacked a bit of a sense of direction. I feel with these 2 cards, if this person could speak to you, they would tell you that they would say that they want a new life with you, that they are ready to make changes, it would just take time and it will take longer than you expect. I want to make changes. You just need to give me time. I have the energy to make things happen. I just need to, when you enter my life, you just became like such a big force. And now I need to refocus my energy. So we can be at similar levels and create together. But right now I feel like our energy levels are out of balance and we need to find a common ground. But we're on our way there. But we're not there yet. This is all I have for you, pile number 2 with the rose quartz. Thank you so much for joining me once again. I want to invite you to leave a comment if you want to share your story, if you want to share feedback, if you just want to connect with the community. I invite you to leave a comment. Thank you so, so much once again, and it's been my pleasure to do your reading, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi everyone, welcome back. If you picked the citrine, this is your pile number 3. Today I'm going to be exploring what your person has to say to you through the cards. I'm going to be using a tarot deck, some astrology cards, and some moon cards. So I'll get going with the shuffling. Alright, pile number 3. Let's start. Ooh. The Chariot. I was feeling a strong energy just from shuffling. Okay. If this person could speak to you, they would say that they're at crossroads, and the problem is that all the paths in front of them lead to good things. They've always struggled to be decisive. They see a lot of opportunities everywhere around them, so they can always make things and success happen for themselves. But it's hard to choose which way to go about things. They've always struggled maybe with being decisive. But they are all the roads ahead of them excite them. And you feel like you're a completely separate option for them. They wish they could include you more in their life. But they are still getting to know you. They're still observing and assessing all of the roads ahead of them. And they're curious about you, but at the same time, they're curious about all the other roads as well that could lead them to different life projects, work, travels, I think they struggle a little bit to be decisive. They might have been wondering for a long time in a space of not knowing, or or not being involved in love for a while, and then when you came, it caused them a bit of conflict, but also excitement. Got the Page of Cups in reverse. This person feels less experienced than you think in love. They don't know sometimes how to preserve good things. Not because they're bad, but they just don't know what is it that you're supposed to be giving. How much is it appropriate to give? Like, this person tries to regulate themselves a lot. They judge themselves a lot. Not judge, they assess things a lot. They kind of try to always like decide what's the right thing to do, what's the safe thing to do, what's dangerous, they're always putting words onto things, you know. And they don't know exactly how to, I think above everything else, this person wants to be happy. And they're scared that if they get involved in a relationship, they might go through periods where they're not happy. So I feel like this person is quite young, and they find a lot of things risky in life, you know. But I think the riskiest thing for them to do is to get like super involved with things, actually. This person might be able to take on big changes in their life, but for some reason they find that the biggest risks in life are like the emotional ones, and it just intimidates them a little bit. And they're a bit shy as well, I feel. They I think they're feeling a lot of things. Like, they like you a lot as well. They desire you a lot. They're just not used to connecting to their heart chakra a lot. They might have had some heart chakra wounds, and they just are not experienced enough in being loved or loving others. The Fool in reverse. So I feel like this person might be a little bit, they might have some commitment issues. They might, it's just you've shaken them. I feel like you've really like changed a certain perspective that they held about something. You're really changing their mind about something, you know, with the feelings that they're having for you. So I feel like they feel like getting involved with you in some way could feel like they could hurt you almost, or like they are not as ready as you are. They feel like, I feel like this person has a tendency to escape things, or they have been surrounded by people that have escaped or gotten like rid of their responsibilities, people that had commitment issues. I don't feel like this person has them innately, but I do feel that they have grown up watching them. So they struggle a little bit when someone commits to them or something. They struggle to understand what this means, how to reciprocate it, how to not escape from things that have something with commitment to do. But I don't weirdly, I don't feel like bad intentions. I honestly feel like this person just doesn't know very well what like a human commitment is, you know, a commitment to another human being. They might feel like it might take their freedom away, when many times it does the opposite, you know. But I feel like there's a misconception that like, oh, having many options is like freedom. It might be in some cases, but I just don't believe that is the definition of freedom. And finding out new ways of freedom in life is scary and challenging, because many times they're not the obvious ones. I'll get one more card from the tarot. King of Wands. This person would tell you that they really, really, really desire you. They find you very attractive. They feel a lot of like passion and physicality for you. And they feel like they can provide a lot for themselves, but obviously they can't provide for themselves in this area, and they like you a lot for that. It feels to me like this person tells themselves like, I'm not gonna like fall for this person, I'm not gonna fall for this person. Like they do that almost, you know. But they kind of are, but they're slowly gonna get there. So you need to give this person time, space, respect, a bit of space of like, just if they say something that's not like, I feel like if this person sometimes says some things that might feel scary to you emotionally, the best that you can do is to have some distance for a bit, to give yourself space as well, you know, to experience all the emotions that you're having at peace. And I feel like this person would benefit from the same, because I see a lot of independence in these cards, so it must come from both of you. So I do feel like this person just kind of wants to come whenever they want to come to you, and you have to like maybe follow them, or they have to do that with you, you know, maybe they have to chase you and stuff. But I feel like this person wants someone that's similar to them, you know? So that would be independent, doing their own thing, and kind of meeting up when it's good to do so, you know? So you have to assess whether this is for you or not. It might work perfectly for you, you know, it might not. But this person, I can definitely see that they like your company. I just think they're a little bit scared of intimacy. And I don't mean that like physical intimacy. I mean like emotional intimacy. They, I feel like their world is built on like the 3D, you know, the realm is here. And they're not used to connecting more to their emotions and stuff. They're connected more to the intellect and the actions, rather than like the heart and the spirit. I'm going to get some astrology cards out and just read your energies. Aquarius, originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. Venus. I've got planets and star signs. Give and receive love. Find value and see beauty. Okay, I feel like one of you might be spiritual. I feel like one of you is a goddess or a god. I don't know. With that, I mean like one of you has like a lot of knowledge about a lot of things in life. And one of you has a lot of knowledge about the 3D. One of you has a lot of knowledge about the 3D and the spirit and the human mind and the world. But it might not seem that way. I feel like one of you might like put the other one on a pedestal when actually the person doing this is definitely the one on the pedestal, you know. From a perspective that they have a bigger view of the world and beyond the 3D as well. And the other one may be very successful in the 3D. The other one is very successful in many other areas, but yeah, this thing about putting each other on pedestals is just never very good. It's like an energy imbalance, no? I feel like there will be a lot of, if something develops between you two, there will be a lot of like games played at first. Some fun games, but it might get a little bit exhausting at times. It might get a little bit like spinny at times. I feel like when this person starts like playing these games that just get a bit spinny, they are killing some time. They want to keep you there, but they don't want to go as fast as you want them to, maybe. Or it might be the other way around. If this person could tell you something based off these two cards, it would be, I analyzed love. Love means different things for people. I know I like to dissect things a lot. I like tidiness. I like taking my time about everything in general. I feel like it's never good to rush anything. I feel like at this point in time I have to really find out where I'm going so I can offer you something that's more solid. But there is so much happening in my life right now that I don't even have like a solid place to invite you to. I don't even have like a solid place to call my home. I am still searching for where it is that I'm going to be for a long time. And I admire your ability to always be so giving. I just feel like I don't know how to give with the heart, but I give with my mind. But this doesn't mean that I don't like you. It just means that I don't feel as intensely as you. I like it when you admire me. I just need to learn how to do with you, and I don't feel that I do this in the same way that you do with me. I know I'm trying to keep this at a surface level and maybe not let you into my deeper thoughts some days, and then other days I do, and this might feel like I'm playing games, but I'm just trying to be myself, but the real version of me is like that. I have a very unique, independent way of living, and I hope that you can respect it and hopefully join me as well. I feel, as a tarot reader, it feels like this person wants a lot of things their way whenever they want them. That's how I view like the reading. It's like this person has like requests almost, or like I can let you in, but when I choose to, and they're not horrible, I feel, but they're like, they're a bit self-centered, I feel. You might be less self-centered than them. And you both like being admired, maybe. You you like each other for, I think you find each other very attractive as well. I will get some moon cards as well. Let's see, I will just put these up here. You got the cow, a new beginning or even a new life may be blooming. Yeah, I felt like this person had a lot going on in their lives. Oh God. Why am I like this? Someone's very tough on themselves as well. Two? Okay, I'll take them. Moon in Gemini, stress may be an issue during this time. And Cat, make time to focus on your own spiritual well-being and connect to the metaphysical world around you. I honestly feel if you're the spiritual person here, that you are like amazing, like very star-like, like star-like qualities. And this person, I feel like one of the parties is super focused on the other one and giving them a lot of attention, when actually if you put more of that attention into you, things might take a different turn. That's more in your favor. You just have to, if you want to be like loved, then you have to show the universe that you do that for yourself, and then it kind of brings that to you. If it sees that you're giving your love away without thinking of how that's affecting you, then you're aligning to that vibe, and you're telling the universe kind of like, I give my love away, I don't receive. And you have to show the universe that you are a receiver and you can provide yourself that in order to look like you're receiving love. Then you align yourself with that vibe, of attracting, receiving, attracting that receiving energy. Once you start giving to yourself, you can you start attracting other people that are willing to give as well. The idea is that it's both an equal give and take, or as equal as you can make it, or strive for that. Very witchy. I think you might be a bit witchy or something. Yeah. Yeah, very witchy, one of you here. If this person could tell you something with these cards, it would be, I am, you are, I struggle, this person will tell you that they struggle with intimacy. They struggle to speak lovingly about each other, about the person they love. They are a bit scared of becoming vulnerable like that. This person is probably less spiritual than you, and they would tell you that they like safety and that they have some confidence issues, really, but they're quite deep, and they might mask them with confidence and success, but actually they have a lot of confidence issues, and they want to be given love, but sometimes they even struggle to recognize what this looks like. They feel like you are very charming, and they're a little bit scared of falling without being able to control that. This person is way more scared of things than you think they are, and they might have a lot going on at this point in time, so they need a little bit of space probably. I think if you could focus more like connecting with you at this point in time, it would make things easier. It would make this period of giving the other person space a bit easier. But you are a very, very beautiful person. Like, I think you're beautiful inside and out, and very magnetic, very sensitive. I also feel like you both might be a bit prone to anxiety, and you both might like to kind of like know exactly where you're standing with each other, but one shows it more than the other one. And this needs a bit of healing, I would say. So that's all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope you like this reading. I want to invite you to leave a comment if you want to share your story or some feedback. Thank you so much for joining me once again, and I hope to hear from you soon in the comments. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye.